Namaskar. I, Sri Badri Narayan Nanda, Additional Director, Odisha Judicial Academy, welcome one and all to this magnificent Chief Justice Gati Krishna Mishra Auditorium of Odisha Judicial Academy, and I extend the wishes of a very warm evening to all of you. We have gathered here for the District Judges Conference 2024 and the launching of and the releasing of the annual report 2023 to take the proceeding forward since our honorable guests have arrived. Since our honorable dignitaries have arrived, may I request the honorable chief guest and the other high dignitaries to kindly adorn the dais. To begin with, may I humbly request Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Charan Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and the chief guest of the occasion to kindly adorn the dais. I request Sri Pratap Kumar Patra, esteemed Registrar General, sir, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. Now I request Honorable Mr. Justice Krishnaram Mahapatra, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman of the Annual Report Committee to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Akhil Kumar Paschim Kumar, Registrar Vigilance High Court of Orissa to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. I request Honorable Mr. Justice Bibhu Prasad Routray, Judge High Court of Orissa and Chairman of the Committee for the District Judges Conference to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Prabhakar Gantia, Registrar Inspection, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. I request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Committee for the District Judges Conference to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Santosh Kumar Dasrai, OSD Vigilance, to kindly conduct his lordship. I request Honorable Miss Justice Sabitri Ratho, Judge High Court of Orissa and member Committee for the District Conference to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Rudra Prasad Mahapatra, Secretary Juvenile Justice Committee, to kindly conduct her ladyship to the dais. Now I request Honorable Mr. Justice Sasikanta Mishra, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Annual Report Committee, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Satyabrata Mishra, Coordinator Arbitration Center, to kindly conduct his lordship. I also request Honorable Mr. Justice Chittaranjan Das, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Committee for the District Judges Conference and the Annual Report Committee, to kindly adorn the dais, and I request Sri Amresh Naik, Deputy Registrar Judicial, to kindly conduct his lordship to the dais. With the honorable high dignitaries on the dais, I take this opportunity to extend our warm welcome to them by felicitating them with flower bouquets. And to do the honors, may I request Ms. Indira Priyadarshini, Chief Judicial Magistrate Inaugural, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Charan Singh, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, by presenting the flower bouquet. May I now request Ms. Nibedita Panda, CJM Bhadrak, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Krishnaram Mahapatra. May I now request Ms. Susoma Swai, Chief Judicial Magistrate Cuttack, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Bibhu Prasad Routray. May I now request Ms. Anjali Kumari Padhi, Chief Judicial Magistrate Dhenkanal, to felicitate Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi. May I now request Ms. Nilima Panda, Chief Judicial Magistrate Jagat Singhpur, to felicitate Honorable Ms. Justice Savitri Roth. May I now request Ms. Sarita Mahanti, Chief Judicial Magistrate Kendrapada, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Sasikanta Mishra. And I request Dr. Sanghamitra Das, Chief Judicial Magistrate Koraput, to felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice Chittaranjan Das. Thank you all the officers. May I now seek the kind permission of the Honorable Chair to declare the function as open. Thank you, my Lord. With the permission of the Honorable Chair, the function is declared open. To take the proceedings further, may I now request all the high dignitaries on and off the dais, respected invitees, guests and participants to kindly rise for the rendition of the state song Bande Utkala Janani, penned by Kanta Kavi Lakshmikanta Mahapatra.
Bande Utkala Janani, Bande Utkala Janani, Bande Utkala Janani. Charuha samai, janani, janani, janani. Bande Utkala Janani. Payodi without sarira, Bharat Susobita Kira. Payodi without sarira, Bharat Susobita Kira. Janani, janani, janani. Bana 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 bhumi rajita, bana 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 bhumi rajita. Janani, janani, Bande Utkala 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 Janani.
May I request Honorable Mr. Justice Sasikanta Mishra, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Annual Report Committee, to kindly deliver the welcome address in this inaugural function. My Lord, please.
Namaskar and a very good evening to all. My Lord Honorable Sri Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, the Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, Honorable Sri Justice Krishnaram Mahapatra, Honorable Sri Justice B.P. Routray, Honorable Sri Justice S.K. Panigrahi, Honorable Ms. Justice Savitri Roth, Honorable Sri Justice Chittaranjan Das, Honorable Judges of the High Court present in the audience, Honorable Sri Justice P.K. Mohanty, the former Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court, the Honorable former Judges of Odisha High Court, learned District Judges, Chief Judicial Magistrates, the judicial officers who are present and who have joined online, the members of the registry, the Director of Orissa Judicial Academy and his team, Member Secretary of the State Legal Services Authority, members of the print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must extend a warm welcome on behalf of the High Court to all of you present here. This is indeed a pious occasion. I would say it's a pious occasion, important as it is. Pious, I say, and unique in a manner because it's a fusion of two events. The commencement of the District Judges Conference of this year and the release of the annual report. Now, talking in cricketing parlance, I would say that we have scored a hat trick in the sense that we began this journey of having a joint, program for commencement of the District Judge Conference as well as the release of the annual report in 2022, followed it up in 2023. And this year, this is the third year. That is why I say it's a hat trick. While I welcome you to the District Judges Conference, I have no doubt that all of us, not only the learned district judges and the Chief Judicial Magistrate, but also we will definitely stand to gain from the meaningful and useful deliberations that will be held in the coming 1.5 days. Now, coming to the annual report, I would, in trying to introduce the annual report to an audience which is already acquainted with this document, what I would do is I will pose two questions to myself. And these questions are also raised in some quarters. First is, why should there be an annual report in the first place? And secondly, who reads the annual report? So these are questions that can be raised. Whether validly or not is another matter, but these questions are being raised also from some quarters. So in trying to answer these questions, what I would do, I think I can do no better than to refer to an article published in the Indian Express somewhere in June 2022, commenting on our first annual report. Not first, actually, the first annual report was published in 2015, but in the form that we see today, it came out for the first time in 2022. So that annual report was, that article on the annual report was written by Chitrakshi Jain and Prashant Reddy. The significant thing about that article is that having come out in a national newspaper, one may profitably take it as a sort of a general perception of the public, of the readers, more or less, about the annual report. And the title is very, as I said, very significant. It says, a report card of the court. The heading of the title is a report card of the court. I will come to it a little later. Now, the opening lines, I will only quote 3 sentences from that article, and I think my job will be done. It begins, with this statement, which, and I quote, please, I will request the audience to kindly concentrate on the words used in this article. In a rare exhibition, I'm deliberately reading it slowly. In a rare exhibition of transparency, at least by the standards of Indian judiciary, the Odisha High Court has published an annual report taking stock of its performance. So these opening words, I think I need not explain. It's self-explanatory. And it goes on to explain what is there, how many chapters are there, and what all have been stated under those chapters. The second sentence that I would like to quote is, by subjecting itself to the scrutiny of the common citizen. the court meaning Odisha High Court, has shown exceptional humility. Just mark the words, exceptional humility, and subjecting ourselves to the scrutiny of the common citizen. And the third sentence that I would quote is, this is a notable public introspection exercise by the judiciary. A notable public introspection exercise. We are introspecting, but we are doing it in public. Because whatever we are saying or whatever document we have come out with, we are bringing it out in the public domain for everybody to see. And we have also received quite a lot of letters, and from the feedback that we have received, I can tell you, it is all because of a particular chapter titled Introspection and Challenges. It was an honest attempt where we not only listed whatever we had achieved, but also came forward honestly to say where we had failed, what were the shortcomings, what were our deficiencies, and how we propose to overcome them. Now this, yes, last year also there was a chapter, and this year also there is a similar chapter. So judiciary, being an important pillar of governance, owes a duty to the public to reveal as to how it is functioning. The public would like to see a more transparent and not an opaque system. So the annual report, which we have come out with, I would say it's a means towards achieving this end, wherein, as I said earlier, not only the achievements, but also our shortcomings and deficiencies and our proposal of as to how to overcome them have been honestly stated. This, we believe, will go a long way in towards making the system more transparent and accountable as well. This is very important. The two words that I'm emphasizing on is transparency and accountability. Now, coming back to that, I'll briefly end by referring to the title again. The title of that article was a report card of the court. Now, report card, as we know, whether we like it or not, we will receive it at the end of a student. When we are a student, we used to receive report cards, whether we like it or not. It comes. Now, a student can ignore the report card only at his own peril. So this is our own report card. This answers the question, I believe, that I posed at the beginning. To end on a positive note, I would say that the annual report forces me to think that I was good yesterday. If I was good yesterday, then I have become better today. If I am better today, then I will strive to be the best tomorrow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I welcome you to this conference, unique in its kind. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and the Chief Guest of the function to kindly inaugurate the District Judges Conference 2024 and to release the Annual Report 2023 of the High Court of Orissa. May I also request Honorable Judges on the dais to kindly join his lordship. My lord.
The conference stands declared open.
Thank you, your lordships. May I now request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Committee for the District Judges Conference to kindly deliver his address. My lord, please.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Honorable Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, all my sister and brother judges who are present on the dais, of the dais, all the respected former judges of the Odisha High Court, and all the district judges who are present here and the registry officials who are here. As Justice Mishra already spoken about the importance of this annual report and the district judges conference, I would say the first thing he said, it is both a public introspection. I would say the public introspection part is the annual report and in-house introspection part is the judges conference. So I extend my warm welcome to the judges of district courts who have joined us today to deliberate upon pressing issues facing the justice delivery system in Odisha. We have different topics we have earmarked for their discussion in the next 2 days, and we will try to have some consensus on some issues, some deliberations on some pressing issues, and we'll try to find a solution. And maybe in some areas, we'll have a lot of suggestion from your side. In 1948, Constituent Assembly debates, Dr. Ambedkar ardently championed the cause of an integrated judiciary for the Indian polity. He envisioned a unified judicial system that would have a seamless tapestry of justice across the nation. His persuasive advocacy for a unified court system aimed to harmonize the nation's laws, ensuring that justice was delivered uniformly and consistently, free from the discord or conflict of jurisdiction. The District Judges Conference is the manifestation of the glorious aspirations and visions of our forefathers of the Constitution, who envisioned the judiciary as a steadfast guardian against the cyclical tides of social, political, cultural, and now environmental shifts both within our nation and across the globe. Today, we come together, we'll definitely celebrate this occasion, but let's acknowledge that we live in profoundly turbulent times, dare I say, a continuous state of conflict. In our relentless pursuit of equality and justice, the shadow of racism, sexism, casteism, and various forms of discrimination persistently haunt our society. Each day reveals stark reminders of these injustices, deepening divisions and marginalizing segments of our population. We navigate a landscape where the traditional values clash with the modern ideals amid the backdrop of globalization. Simultaneously, our polity faces unprecedented polarization and instability, testing the resilience of a democratic institution. Across environmental, international, and geopolitical spheres, we confront crises that threaten global peace and the very existence of our planet. Therefore, conflict builds character and crisis defines it, as said by Stephen Thulan. In the midst of pervasive crisis and mounting challenges, tasked with safeguarding the essence of justice and upholding the rule of law, there is no better time for the judiciary to showcase its character. Thus, in these challenging times, the judiciary's character must shine the brightest, underscoring the indispensable role as the guardian of rights and the arbiter of equality. The responsibility and duty of the judiciary are paramount in the context where movements for justice arise not merely as an expression of despair, but it is the beacon of resilience and unwavering determination. It falls upon the judiciary to uphold the principles of fairness, equality, and the rule of law, ensuring that these moments find a just and impartial forum, and the forum is judiciary. Our decision not only shape legal precedent, but also reflect societal values and aspiration for the justice. Justice is accessible to all, regardless of background or circumstances. This is the motto. All the rights secured to the citizens under the Constitution are worth nothing and a mere bubble, except guaranteed to them by an independent and virtuous judiciary. Andrew Jackson, a former US president, says. Judges cannot be passive observers, but active participants in the ongoing struggle to maintain the integrity of our democratic institution. In a democracy, the judiciary must serve as a bulwark against the authoritarianism and injustices. Every decision rendered by a judge carries a profound implication for the individuals involved in the society at large, whether interpreting the constitutional provisions, adjudicating the disputes, or safeguarding fundamental rights. Judges must act with wisdom, compassion, and integrity. Their decisions should reflect a deep understanding of the principle of democracy and a dedication to the persevering its core values. Ergo, judges must engage in continuous self-reflection and professional development to ensure they remain true to their calling as the servants of justice. I welcome all the servants of justice, and you people will find a lot of areas which will be discussed, especially the problems faced by the district judiciary, the challenges, and what with respect to the technology, the adoption of technology, and the nuances of technology, what we are adopting. And we are one of the pioneers in our pursuit to paperless court. And what are the problems we are facing in our paperless court? Digitization, backlog of cases, all these issues will be discussed in the next 2 days, and hope we'll have a definite solution to the problems faced by our district judiciary. And I once again welcome you all for the next 2 days, the marathon round of discussion and your valuable suggestion. And hope all of you will enjoy the next 2 days. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord, for your invaluable words. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Bibhu Prasanna Routray, Judge, High Court of Orissa. I'm really sorry, Bibhu Prasad Routray, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman of the Committee for the District Judges Conference, to kindly deliver his address. My lord, please.
Good evening to everyone. Our Honorable Chief Justice, my distinguished colleagues on the dais and off the dais, former Honorable Judges, the Deputy Solicitor General, members of the District Judiciary across the state who have joined in this gathering, officers of the state government, and all the members of the registry, the Director of Judicial Academy and his team, the member secretary of Odisha State Legal Services Authority and his team, and the representatives of the print and electronic media. As in continuation with the previous years, this year we are also holding this District Judges Conference, and where I was a part of it as a participant few years back. The District Judges Conference is not at all a new concept to our judiciary, but for various aspects, it could not be organized on regular intervals. But however, during the last 3 years, the conference has become a regular feature in our annual calendar and the High Court has remained alive to the challenges faced by the judiciary and taken care to address them in the best possible manner. I must say that The district judiciary is the foundation of justice delivery system to our country. And as judges, all of us strive hard to render the justice and to uphold the priceless values enshrined in our constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has said, Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document. It is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always a spirit of age. These eternal words of Dr. Ambedkar are being put to the practice by all of us, and by organizing this conference, we not only celebrate the commitment and the role of our district judiciary, but also try to address and overcome the challenges of various natures we face. In this platform, we listen directly from the judicial officers about what affects their working and what affects the working of the district judiciary and how we can improve them. After all, solutions to problems, whether large or small, that emerge through direct deliberations among all the stakeholders. And I believe that the judges belonging to district judiciary, having worked in the system all their life, can offer unique perspectives to the issues confronting us. Each one of us, individually or collectively, has volumes to learn from various perspectives, and most importantly from each other through this conference, which is nothing more than creating a platform for such an exchange of ideas. To facilitate this exchange, this time in the conference, we have planned for 7 sessions, 7 technical sessions, starting from 29 or tomorrow morning till midday of 30th, that is Sunday, each delving into critical aspects of our judicial system and broadly deliberating. The first session will focus on the role of the information and communication technology in day-to-day functioning of the district judiciary. Similarly, the second session would be the brief discussion on amendment of different provisions of GRCO for smooth functioning of the daily affairs of the district court, particularly in the wake of commencement of the ensuing Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, Bharatiya Nagarika Suraksha Samhita, and Sakya Adhiniyam. In the third session, there will be miscellaneous administrative issues will be laid on the discussion floor, which include guidelines for maintenance of the CCRs of staffs working in the district courts along with the administrative issues. In sessions 4 on 29/6, it is all about necessary modification in the Odisha district and civil courts, judicial staff services, method of recruitment and condition of service rules, 2008. Session 5 will deal with the challenges and responsibilities that come with this pivotal position, emphasizing the need for proactive and efficient judicial intervention with a focus on improving the work culture within our courts. On the 2 sessions that would be held on 30th, in the first session, we shall meet and discuss about the preparation of budget, practice and procedure involved in the preparation of budget, and the bottlenecks in utilization of funds. Similarly, in the second session, we shall deal with some of the issues relating to judicial infrastructures, including discussions. So to have a meaningful discussion on all the above agenda items, different panels of honorable judges have been constituted for each session, and many officers have also been nominated to present on those different agenda items, followed by deliberations. And I hope and trust that through this conference and by your constructive inputs, we shall make the way to overcome all the challenges. As I conclude, I will again invite your invaluable insight in addressing all the bottlenecks that the district judiciary is facing in its day-to-day functioning and looking forward to our discussions over the next 2 days. I wish you all a fruitful and successful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord, for your kind words and the deep insight into the aim and objective of the District Judges Conference. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Krishnaram Mahapatra, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and the Chairman of the Annual Report Committee to address the August House. My lord, please.
Namaskar and a very good evening to all of you. Honorable Sri Chakradhari Saran Singh, the Chief Justice of High Court of Odisha, my colleagues in the Annual Report Committee on the dais, my sister and brother judges of the dais, Honorable Sri Justice P.K. Mahanti, the former Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court, Honorable former judges present here, esteemed Registrar General and other officers of the Registry of the High Court, Director, Judicial Academy and his team, Member Secretary, Orissa State Legal Services Authority and his team, esteemed district judges and Chief Judicial Magistrate who are present here, respected guests, respected Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner of Police present here, my esteemed Deputy Solicitor General of India for Odisha, respected guests, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, members of print and electronic media. I welcome again all of you to this August function, which is rightly said by Honorable Justice Mishra, a fusion of two events, that is District Judges Conference and release of annual report. Now the annual report has already been released by our Honorable Chief Justice. And I congratulate all the team members of the annual report, not only my fellow members of the committee, colleagues of the committee and members of the subcommittee, but also all the stakeholders who are real Vishwakarma of the annual report. In the year 2022, this committee was constituted for preparing the annual report in this present form. Previously, the annual report was published in 2015, but not in this form. In 2022, after the COVID, we all the members tried our best to publish the annual report in its present form. It was a Herculean task for all of us because I, being the chairman, I had no experience on preparation of annual report. I must frankly say that. With the assistance, aid, cooperation of all my teammates, it was a very successful one. I must acknowledge the valiant report, the suggestions and the interest taken by our former Chief Justice, Dr. S. Muralidhar. He had taken all the pain individually, personally, to see that the annual report comes out in the present form. From that report, we gained experience and we are developing every year with your suggestions and inputs. We are trying to see that the public for whom the High Court is established, which is a public institution and which is meant for the public, a constitutional court, should convey its performance to all the citizens so that they know what is happening in High Court, maybe our achievements, but our shortcomings also they are entitled to know, and how we are trying to develop or improve on that. That was our effort. That is our effort to publish the annual report every year. Yes, it is being read and appraised and criticized also by the citizen, and we are receiving the suggestion and their inputs. This year, previous years also, we had requested our district judges to give suggestions to how to improve upon publication of the annual report. We have accepted their suggestions and and tried to place them in the annual report so that it is the functioning of the High Court and district court also is transparent to the citizen and litigant public. It is not an individual effort, as I said. It is the collective effort, and with the aids and cooperation of all, the annual report in its present form is being released. I must say here that when the preparation of the annual report was in full force, full speed, some of our officers who are the subcommittee members were transferred. Being the chairman, I was a little bit worried that whether we'll be able to publish it in due time, within the stipulated time. But the successors of the officers made it so easy, and they worked untiringly with the other subcommittee members. I must say, what is subcommittee also? Like previous years, we have constituted 2 subcommittees for publication of the annual report. 2 subcommittees are one for collecting, collating, and editing the data. And second subcommittee was constituted for the first subcommittee was constituted for collecting, collating, and synchronizing the data. The second subcommittee was constituted for editing, designing, and printing of the annual report. All the members of the subcommittee contributed their best for successful publication. I must acknowledge the contribution of Diganta. Diganta is more identified by Raghu Babu. He is a known figure nowadays in the registry of the High Court. In the first annual report, he had in fact gave us various valuable inputs to design the annual report, which had made our job easy. He has endeavored a lot, and a marvelous work has been done by him. I must congratulate him personally. I must not forget to congratulate 3 young musketeers. I must congratulate them. They are heroes behind the screen. They are Mr. Jyoti Prakash Datta, Mr. Samyak Patnaik, and Mr. Subhankar Vishwar, who are research assistants who, behind the screen, have contributed a lot for this marvelous artwork. As rightly said by Justice Mishra, that it is a self-introspection. It is a progress report of us. Of us means the Odisha judiciary. I mean to say the High Court and the District Judiciary. Every year we are publishing our report and we are inviting suggestions also. And we are welcoming that. That in fact is our report, is our progress report. If receiving the suggestions from the litigant, from the citizen, we can improve upon, nothing will be like that. So I must say that I must again congratulate the three musketeers and wish them all success in their life. Lastly, I must say that you please, all of you, please go through the annual report, both hard copies as well as the web copy, which will be uploaded in few days, and make your valuable suggestions and give your inputs so that we can improve upon both in our functioning of the High Court, in the Odisha judiciary, also in preparation of the annual report. I expect the next 1.5 days will be interactive to make this district judges conference successful and to achieve its object. I congratulate all of you, welcome all of you, and thank all of you I'm grateful to all of you for having given this opportunity to speak with you and share my feelings. Thank you all. Namaskar.
Thank you, my lord, for your inspiring words and for highlighting the hard work put behind the preparation of the annual report and its usefulness for all the stakeholders. May I now request Honorable Mr. Justice Chakradhari Saran Singh, the Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, and the Chief Guest of the inaugural function to kindly deliver his address. My lord, please.
My esteemed sister and brother judges on the dais and off the dais, esteemed former judges of the High Court of Orissa present here, Mr. Padhi, Deputy Solicitor General of India, the officials of the government present, district and session judges, and all the judicial officers who are present here and have joined online, officers of the registry, the member secretary and other officers of the Odisha State Legal Service Authority, the director and other officers of Odisha Judicial Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. I must confess one thing, that when the additional director, Judicial Academy, invited Brother Panigrahi to deliver, and I missed the next word, address. I thought he is inviting him to deliver a judgment. So we are so attached with the process of adjudication that everywhere, and sometimes while delivering our speeches, we forget that we are delivering speech or we are giving address. Sometimes it seems that we are dictating a judgment. And while doing so, we at times mention comma, which I have also done at times. So this is how sometimes we uh, do. Secondly, I had come to the Judicial Academy in the morning at 9:30 to just oversee the arrangements. And while returning, I was very happy about myself on two things. One, that my urge to learn is alive. And my gusto to keep these institutions vibrant has not died down. It's a big occasion for the institution of judiciary when we have launched, released our annual report, and we are holding district judges conference at the same time. Why annual report? Brother Mishra spoke on that. My question would be, why not? We write ACRs, annual confidential reports of our officers. These officers also may be writing annual confidential report. Why not an annual report of the institution, which is public? So I may call this in place of ACR, APR, annual public report about judiciary, which report is honest, which a report does a kind of introspection also that magnifies the failures, the points where we have failed to correct ourselves. Brother Mishra pointed out that if we have done achievements in this year, why should not we do something to make it better, the achievements better? I would say that even if we have failed, we have not been able to do as good as that was done previous year. Why should not do something to compensate that and to do better than what was done earlier? It is with great pleasure and pride that we mark the release of annual report of the Odisha High Court. This report stands as a testimony to the tireless efforts, dedication, and commitment of the honorable judges, staff, and all those associated with the High Court in upholding the principles of justice and rule of law. This release of annual report provides us with an opportunity to reflect on the achievements, challenges, and milestones of the past year. It showcases the commitment of Odisha High Court to ensuring access to justice, promoting transparency, and upholding the rights and liberties of all individuals. Through the pages of this report, we are able to witness the impacts of the High Court's work on the lives of countless individuals and communities, from the landmark judgments that has set new precedents to initiatives in that improving the efficiency and effectiveness of the justice system. The annual report serves as a testament to the High Court's unwavering commitment to excellence. As we peruse the contents of this report, let us not only celebrate the accomplishments of the past year, but also reaffirm our collective resolve to uphold the principles of justice, equality, and fairness. Let us draw inspiration from the achievements documented in this report and rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of a more just and equitable society. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the honorable judges, the diligent staff, and all those who contributed to compilation of this annual report. May it serve as a reminder of the importance of our collective mission to uphold the rule of law and ensure justice for all. It is also with great pride and humility that I stand here before you today to inaugurate the District Judges Conference 2024, the gathering of vibrant legal minds dedicated to upholding justice and the rule of law is a testimony of our collective commitment to excellence, fairness, and pursuit of justice. As the district judges, you hold a unique position in this society, entrusted with the solemn responsibility of dispensing justice and upholding the rights of all individuals. Our role is not merely to interpret law, but to ensure that justice is accessible, transparent, and fair to all. This conference provides us with a valuable opportunity to exchange ideas, share best practices, and collaborate on ways to improve administration of justice in our state. It is a forum for us to learn from each other, to draw inspiration from our collective experiences, and to reaffirm our shared dedication to upholding the principles of justice and fairness. As we embark on this conference, let us reflect on the importance of our role in the society and impact of our decisions on the lives of countless individuals. Let us recommit ourselves to the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and ethical conduct, knowing that our actions have the power to shape the course of justice and uphold the rule of law. I am confident that this conference will serve as a platform for meaningful dialogue, collaboration, and innovation in the legal profession. Together, we can strive towards more just, equitable, and inclusive society where the principles of justice and fairness reign supreme. I extend my warmest welcome to all of you and look forward to engaging in enriching discussions and fruitful collaborations over the course of this conference. Together, let us uphold the principles of justice and work towards a brighter future for all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my lord, for your words of wisdom and encouragement. It will act as a catalyst for all of us to take us forward. As we have approached towards the end of the magnificent inaugural function, may I request Honorable Miss Justice Savitri Ratho, Judge High Court of Orissa and member of the Committee for the District Judges Conference, to kindly propose vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Namaskar and a very good evening to everybody. Honorable Justice, Honorable Shri Justice Chakradhari Sharan Singh, our Chief Justice, Honorable Chairpersons and members of the Annual Report Committee and the District Judges Conference Committee, my esteemed brothers, both sitting and former judges, the President and office bearers of the High Court Bar Association, the Deputy Solicitor General, government officials, officers of the registry, the Commissioner of Police and the DCP Cuttack, Member Secretary of the Orissa State Legal Service Authority, the Director, Odisha Judicial Academy and their teams, the participant district judges, and the Chief Judicial Magistrates. Thank you. Two small words, but the effect of these words is magical to the person who says it and the person to whom they are addressed. So I start my vote of thanks with a thank you to the committee for giving me the pleasant job of proposing the vote of thanks on such an important occasion. The District Judges Conference is a very important event in the state judiciary. This is a platform to share experiences and look for solutions to problems and prepare a roadmap for the future by adopting best practices. The district judiciary forms the backbone of our legal system. As we all know, the best way to solve problems is by way of discussion. Therefore, during the interactive sessions of this conference, we expect our judicial officers to inform us what problems bog them down and their suggestions for dealing with these problems. And solutions will emerge if all stakeholders participate wholeheartedly in the sessions and discussions. The Honorable Chief Justice has taken a keen interest in the organization of this conference and has been a source of guidance for the conference committee in planning this conference and making this conference a reality. We are grateful to him for his guidance and encouragement. Ever since he joined as Chief Justice, he has been guiding and encouraging us, as well as the judicial officers, to speak out. His focus is on transparency and enhancing the efficiency of judicial officers and employees, improving their morale, and assuring them that they should work fearlessly without fear or pressure. At his instance, a grievance redressal portal has been created for the judicial officers, which is the first for the state of Orissa. A big thank you to our Honorable Chief Justice for making this conference a reality. We are thankful to Honorable Justice Sri K.R. Mahapatra and his team for preparing the annual report committee, which is not a mean feat, considering the material and documents which have to be selected and scrutinized. We also thank the subcommittees for their hard work for preparation of this annual report. I'm also thankful to Honorable Justice B.P. Routray and my colleagues in the conference committee for their efforts in making this conference a reality, and of course, for giving me an opportunity to address this gathering. Thank you. The presence of my esteemed brothers, both sitting and former judges, is a source of inspiration and encouragement for the committee as well as the participating officers who are participating in this conference. I thank them for sparing time to attend this function. On behalf of the committee, I thank the other dignitaries and government officials for their presence and support. I also thank the district judges and the chief judicial magistrates for having come from different districts to attend the conference. Please do not hesitate to share your views and problems faced by you and also give your suggestions in the interactions planned for the weekend. I thank the officers and support staff of the Orissa Judicial Academy and the registry for their efforts in making this conference a reality. Thank you to everybody who has worked behind the scenes and are not present here. And of course, to everybody who's present here or present online and whose names I may have skipped. And thank you to the unseen power for giving us rain and providing us respite from the sweltering heat. Namaskar, Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for opposing the vote of thanks. May I now seek the kind permission of the Honorable Chair to declare the inaugural session as closed. With the permission of the Honorable Chair, the inaugural function is declared closed. And may I now request one and all to kindly rise for the rendition of the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
May I now request all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais and the participants to kindly join us for the group photograph at the portico of the academy, followed by a dinner. Thank you.